Hey there, friend. Do you ever find yourself staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning, wondering why sleep just won't come? Maybe you drift off for a bit, only to wake up an hour later, tossing and turning, wishing you could just fall back asleep like you used to. If that sounds like your nights lately, I feel you. I've been there too, lying awake, counting the cracks in the dark, feeling like the whole world's asleep except me. And, after 60, it's not just us being picky about our pillows. Our bodies change, hormones shift, stress lingers a little longer, maybe those achy joints or a trip to the bathroom keep nudging us awake. It's frustrating, isn't it? Not getting that good rest can leave us dragging through the day, foggy-headed, and honestly, a little grumpy. But here's the thing. I've got some good news that might just turn those restless nights around. You don't have to rely on pills or complicated routines to get back to sleep. Science and a bit of old-fashioned know-how say there are simple, natural tricks we can use right before bed, or even in the middle of the night, to knock us out and keep us there. In this video, we're going to walk through 6 nighttime tricks that'll help you drift off fast and stop that struggle to fall back asleep when you wake up too soon. These aren't fancy or hard to do. They're little changes you can start tonight, and I promise they're all about working with your body, not against it. So grab a cozy spot, maybe a cup of tea if you're up late watching this, and let's dive into the first trick that's going to make a big difference. Picture this. It's bedtime, and instead of scrolling through your phone or flipping channels, you dim the lights, like really dim them. I'm talking about turning off those bright overheads and maybe just keeping a soft lamp on or even a little night light. You might be thinking, does that really matter? Oh, it does. Our eyes and brains are wired to wake up when it's bright. Think about how the sun gets us going in the morning. But after 60, our sleep cycles get a little more sensitive, and that harsh light from screens or bulbs tells our brain, hey, it's party time, when we want it to say, time to snooze. Researchers at Harvard found that bright light, especially blue light from phones or TVs, messes with melatonin. That's the sleepy hormone we need more of as we age. So here's what you can do. About an hour before bed, switch to soft, warm lighting. If you're up in the middle of the night, keep it dim too. Maybe use a flashlight instead of flipping on the bathroom light. I started doing this a while back, and it's like my brain finally got the memo to wind down. It's simple, but it's a game changer for drifting off and staying asleep. Now, once you've got those lights low, let's talk about something you might already have in your kitchen that can help seal the deal: chamomile tea. I know, it sounds like something your grandma swore by. And guess what? She was onto something. Chamomile's been used for ages to calm the nerves, and science backs it up too. There's this compound in it called apigenin that sort of hugs your brain, telling it to relax. A study from the University of Pennsylvania showed folks who sipped chamomile tea before bed fell asleep faster and stayed asleep longer, even those who'd wake up in the night. All it takes is brewing a cup about 30 minutes before you hit the pillow. I like to keep a box of chamomile bags handy. Nothing fancy, just steep it in hot water, maybe add a drizzle of honey if I'm feeling sweet. Last week, I had one after a long day, and I swear I was out like a light. No more staring at the clock. It's warm, it's soothing, and it's like a little signal to your body that sleep's on the way. So, with dim lights and a cup of chamomile, you're already setting the stage for a better night. But sometimes, even with all that, your mind's still racing, thinking about tomorrow's errands or that noise outside. That's where the next trick comes in. And it's something so easy you can do it right there in bed, no extra stuff needed. It's all about calming that busy brain, and I can't wait to share how it's helped me and how it's going to help you too. So here we are, lights dimmed, a warm cup of chamomile settling in, and you're already feeling a little cozier, right? But I know how it goes. Sometimes you're lying there, all set to drift off, and your mind decides it's time to replay every worry from the last 20 years. Or maybe you wake up at 2 a.m., and instead of rolling over, you're wide awake thinking about that creaky floorboard or what you forgot at the store. That's when I pull out this next trick. And it's so simple, you'll wonder why you didn't try it sooner. It's all about breathing. Yep, just the way you're breathing right now, but with a little twist. They call it the 4-7-8 trick, and it's like a lullaby for your brain. I heard about it from a friend who swore it knocked her out faster than counting sheep ever did. And science says she's not wrong. Researchers, like the folks at the Mayo Clinic, say slow, deep breathing calms your nervous system, flipping off that fight or flight switch that keeps you wired. Here's how it works. You breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, nice and quiet, nothing forced. Then you hold it for 7 seconds. Don't worry, it's not as long as it sounds. And then you let it out through your mouth for 8 seconds, making a soft whoosh sound if you want. Do that 4 times, and I'm telling you, it's like your whole body just sighs into the mattress. I tried it one night when my brain wouldn't quit, counting breaths instead of bills, and before I knew it, I was waking up to daylight. It's perfect for bedtime, but it's a lifesaver in the middle of the night too. If you pop awake, just lie there, close your eyes, and start the 4-7-8. No need to get up or fuss with anything. It's all you, your breath, and a few seconds to peace. Give it a go tonight, and you'll see how it tricks your mind into letting go. So you're not wrestling with those restless thoughts anymore. And speaking of letting go, let's talk about something else that can keep us tossing and turning. Those achy spots that seem to show up more after 60. Maybe it's your knees, your back, or that shoulder that's been grumbling since you carried those grocery bags last week. When you're uncomfortable, falling back asleep feels impossible, doesn't it? That's why this next trick is all about getting cozy in a way that actually works. It's not about buying some fancy mattress, though if you've got one, great, but about a little tweak with a pillow. I learned this from my neighbor, Doris, who's 68 and swears by it. She said, put a pillow under your knees if you sleep on your back, or between them if you're on your side. Sounds simple, but it's magic for taking pressure off your joints and spine. Why does it help? Well, science says when your body's aligned right, your muscles relax instead of tensing up all night. A study from the National Sleep Foundation found that people who adjusted their sleep position with pillows reported less pain and better rest, especially older folks like us. I gave it a shot after a day of gardening left my hips cranky, and I popped a pillow under my knees. It was like my body said, "Oh, okay, we're good now." And I didn't wake up once. If you're a side sleeper, tucking that pillow between your knees keeps your hips happy, stops them from twisting in ways they don't like anymore. You don't need anything special. Just grab that extra pillow from the couch or the guest room and give your body a break. Pair it with that breathing trick, and you're setting yourself up for a night where sleep comes easy, even if you stir in the wee hours. With your breath slowing down and your body nestled just right, you're starting to feel like sleep's not such a stranger anymore. But sometimes, even with all that, there's this little itch of restlessness, like your legs want to dance when you'd rather they didn't. That's where we're headed next, because there's a trick that can calm those twitchy feelings and send you right back to dreamland without a fight. So we've got you breathing easy and tucked in just right, and I bet you're already picturing a night where sleep feels like a friend again. But I know there's one more thing that can sneak up and shake us awake. Those restless legs that start twitching the minute you want to settle down. You felt it, haven't you? That antsy, gotta move feeling that hits right when you're trying to drift off. Or worse, wakes you up just when you thought you were good. It's more common after 60 than you might think, and it's not your imagination playing tricks. Doctors say it's tied to how our nerves and muscles change over time, sometimes from low iron or just the way our bodies wind down. But there's a trick to calm those legs down naturally, and it's something you can do with a little stretch before bed. I stumbled on this one after a long day on my feet, and it's been a lifesaver ever since. Here's what you do. Sit on the edge of your bed, or even lie back, and gently stretch your legs out. point your toes up toward your head for a few seconds, then flex them down like you're pressing on a gas pedal, and hold each for about 5 seconds. Do that a few times, maybe 5 or 6 rounds, and feel those muscles loosen up. Studies from the Journal of Sleep Research found that gentle stretching before bed cuts down on that twitchy feeling for folks over 60, helping you fall asleep faster and stay there. I tried it one night when my legs were acting like they wanted to run a marathon, and after a few stretches, they finally gave up the fight. If you wake up with that restlessness again, just sit up and do a quick round. Right there, no need to get out of bed. It's like telling your legs, hey, we're resting now, and they actually listen, letting you slip back into sleep without the struggle. And now that your legs are playing nice, let's bring it all home with something that ties everything together. A little warm milk. I know, it sounds like something out of a storybook, but there's a reason our moms and grandmas swore by it. Warm milk's got this amino acid called tryptophan that helps your brain make more of that sleepy melatonin we talked about earlier. Science backs it up too. A study from the University of Arkansas found that a small glass of warm milk before bed can nudge you into deeper, more restful sleep. It's not just the milk itself. It's the warmth, the comfort, the way it feels like a hug in a mug. I started heating up a cup about 20 minutes before bed, maybe with a pinch of cinnamon for a little extra coziness, and it's like my whole body knows it's time to wind down. If you're up in the night, a quick sip of something warm, not hot, just gentle, can ease you back to sleep too. Keep a little thermos by the bed if you're feeling fancy, but even a microwave zap works fine. So there you go, dim lights to set the mood, chamomile to calm your nerves, breathing to quiet your mind, a pillow to cradle your aches, stretches to tame those legs, and warm milk to seal the deal. It's not about doing everything at once. Just pick what feels right for you and build it into your nights. I've been there, wide awake and wondering if sleep was ever coming back. And these little tricks turned it around for me. They're not magic, but they're pretty close. Small steps that add up to big, restful nights where you're not fighting to fall back asleep anymore. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. What's the one trick you're excited to try tonight? Drop it in the comments below, because I'm rooting for you to wake up feeling like you again. If this helped, give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're with me. And hit that subscribe button so we can keep figuring out this aging thing together. Here's to nights where sleep comes easy and mornings where you feel ready for anything, because you deserve that no matter how many years you've got under your belt.